Hello, special guests are incoming. Heads up. Hello. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. Thank you so much for joining us. Just time for a quick recap of the week.
Oh.
Did you steal a car yet?
Not yet.
Oh, I don't want to get you in trouble. Like, I don't want to think anyone's trying to be sneaky with you. Because I'm pretty sure you're a good 2,000 miles away, and I'm just going to go with E to the B, because I don't want to...
So you told me not to chase me, so...
What?
L ball is here.
Oh, you don't dox him. He didn't do anything. He didn't beat a drum in front of a kid and ruin his life because he was from Covington. Hi, hello, Mr. L. He's like, Mommy, what the heck is this guy?
What up, bro? How you doing?
Unfortunately alive. No, I'm kidding. I'm living the dream, man. How are you?
I am good, man. Just going to go get my fucking cat some cat food.
All right. Are you the other half to this one?
Yes.
It's so nice to meet you, man. I didn't want to feel like I'm like the first thing we should do is put this guy on the phone so he doesn't think certain type of ideas.
No worries, homie. No worries.
Yo, you're welcome, man. I'm like I will fucking have you as a guest, and we can throw her to the curb. You could just kick her out of the fucking Jeep right now.
I would usually say yes, but I gotta focus on the road. But I can still talk.
Okay. Well, welcome. I thought you were gonna say like I would kill her, but I have warrants, and it's gonna raise too many question marks.
Oh boy.
I'm joking, man. Did you ever hear about the Prax?
No, I did not.
She's cheating on you with her thoughts. You gotta throw her out of the car, like kick her to the curb, bro, right now.
Better open that car door, babe.
Yo, just make a hard left turn and just unhook the seatbelt, and there you go, like a fucking Die Hard movie. I thought there was gonna be a baby in the back of the car, and I'm like, whatever, all right. I'm like, do we need to keep it PG? And she's like, no, what are you talking about? Anyway, friend of a friend, we're the other side of the country, and we have a little practice podcast radio show we're doing, and we talk to Brazil, Norway, UK, New Mexico, fucking Georgia, Canada, whatever. It's always fun to bounce ideas off of people from different places, and it's interesting. We've had some pretty good feedback, and it's kind of, been well received with the new guests from our faraway friends. So,
It's John.
I don't know who that is. Johnny the Monkey?
John of the Monkey.
Yeah, exactly. Well, anyway, welcome to the program. Don't say anything to identify, your license plate and what your VIN number is on your vehicle, please.
Don't think you have to worry about that.
I don't, but you might have to if you piss off the wrong people. But no, yeah. Anyway, we just joke around and just talk whatever nonsense that bubbles up. Hey, thank you for doing this. Actually, Johnny the Monkey coerced her with like a screwdriver to her abdomen, and he's like, "You're going on the Prax."
Yeah.
I wasn't there, but I saw it from a surveillance camera, like CCTV footage. It's kind of fucked up. But yeah, you should play that for him because he'll be like, I get a better idea. He's probably giving you a look like, what the fuck did you get yourself involved into? How much money do you owe? What is fucking even happening? I thought I was getting cat food, and now I'm talking to the internet.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I hope he's laughing. I can't really gauge his reactions because I'm not there.
Don't worry.
All right, man. Yeah, the first thing I said, I was like, bro, I don't want someone to think you're having an affair or sneaking. I'm like, get this guy on the goddamn thing. I'll have him on the show right fucking now, just so he he can give us his blessing. And yes.
Well,
No worries. You have my blessing.
Oh, I have that in writing. Can I get your signature? Can I get your John Hancock, sir? All right.
Wait, come and see you, sir.
You gonna come and see me? Hell yeah, bro. What do you drink, bro? I'll load up a fucking rack of that. Or what do you?
we should see
Are you a
it.
Jesus freak? Like, do you like Goose? Do you like Heine's? Do you like Dutch beer? Sam's?
I am actually sober.
That's what I was afraid of. No, the levels of disrespect.
But
I am too. Clink and sink. Heyo. Inside joke. That's cool. How long?
92 days now?
But who's counting? Wow. What made you I don't know, make that pivot?
Lots of reasons.
You don't have to say anything if you. I mean,
it's something like deeply personal to me. So it's just
yeah, of course, man. I don't know you from literally 6.5 minutes ago, if that. So yeah, no, I don't want to poke it or dive at anything if you're not comfortable saying anything. But hey, man, congratulations. That's good. I asked because I'm like, some people get clean or get sober for good reasons, and I try and use that as like an inspiration that I can pass on to other people. You know.
absolutely.
So congratulations, man. I used to have I have a friend who used to be so whipped on heroin he wouldn't be able to finish a 12-word sentence. They were like, "Yo, what's up, Mike? What you doing, man?" And he wouldn't like lay down, but his eyes would just turn off. And I'm like, "Hey, hey!" I have to like kick and poke him.
He'd be there, but he really.
No,
wasn't.
I'm like, this dude is just so gone right now. But the happy ending is this motherfucker had an R35, a Nissan GTR, a Supra, a crazy Mustang, an Escalade, and he just gave birth to his first daughter. And I can't say the name, obviously, but he's doing great. He's married, and it's such a pleasant surprise to see a turnaround like that. So,
Yeah, because it doesn't happen often. A lot of people say.
yeah, a lot of people say like people, places, and things you got to stay away from. Otherwise, it's death, jails, and institutions. But no, I just want to impart a little like positive stuff. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to ramble on. You can say words. What are you saying?
I was agreeing with you. I'm saying like it's not.
It's really refreshing when you see stuff like that. It's a kind of inspiring. And I'm like, if this guy, who I thought was for sure gonna be left for dead, if this dude can pull this off,
Anybody can.
thank you. I like this guy. That was too loud. I just clipped.
I've been through my fair share of shit, and I pulled through on all that shit. So
Say again.
I was saying I've been through my fair share of shit myself, and I pulled through. I've pretty much been to hell and back. So
I'm sure. Yeah.
and I've come out on. I feel like I've come out on top because I have a beautiful wife and a beautiful baby girl now, and there's nothing more I could ask for.
You know when there's like certain serendipitous events, and yo, congratulations to you. I'm so happy to hear that. I mean that. We'll talk again. Don't worry, because the thing is, I'm like, I just called up your wife to do a prax, and she said not even 5 words. So I'm like, put this guy on the goddamn mic. We'll see what he's about. And I'm like, this dude is cool. So that's a credit to you, a feather in your cap, or whatever you want to, you know.
I'll take it what it is.
Hey, man, congratulations. I'm happy for you. I mean, there's a thing called faraway friends.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's like the new generation of pen pals. You know. I don't know
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
No, it does make sense. Kind of like the wolf pack from The Hangover. They didn't really know. They didn't, I
Oh
mean,
God. Yeah, but they were like physically in the same place.
but Alan didn't know the other three very well, except for Doug.
He just sniped it. He's like, I'm trying to snipe your friends.
Indeed.
Well, what I refer to as faraway friends, I'm like people you're probably not gonna hang out with in the next, we'll call it 18 to 24 months.
Mm.
It's like, yo, you can talk to them, you can call them, you can video chat, you can see them. Aside from being able to, you can Amazon them some cooking ware, or whatever. You can't see. I mean, I'm sorry, you can't smell or touch them. But that's about it.
You can do everything else for sure.
You're making this sound weird, bro. Should I disconnect this? I'm joking, man. Hey, I haven't spoken to you before, Mr. Blank. I just, yeah, I'm just gonna call you Mr. Blank until we decipher a good name. But
You can call me by my last name.
I don't want to do that at all, because that means I have to edit this, and that defeats the whole purpose of
Sure.
the anonymity angle of this.
Yeah, no worries, man.
I don't know. It's out of respect. It's out of respect to everybody who gives me their time, which is the most important thing you can give. You can always get more money, man. You can, if you lose money, you can get money back, but you can't get your time back.
True.
I
Time
mean,
is the most important. That's for damn sure.
it is. It's like I don't know if you ever worked in a spot where you had to like spend the holidays away from your family, whether you're a flight attendant or a waiter or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like I made $700, and it's like, yeah, but when everyone is dead, you would happily pay $700 for another Thanksgiving dinner with everyone all around the table. Yes
Damn
or
right.
yes?
Well, absolutely. Yeah.
This guy gets it.
But I just pulled up to PetSmart. I gotta run inside and get this cat food. I'll be back.
All right. I was gonna say. So what do I do? Talk to no one?
You can talk to Miss Quiet over here. Hopefully she'll say some words.
She's just not as cool as us. She doesn't realize she's in the room with murderers. She doesn't understand.
I'll be back.
Hey man, respect. I like this dude. He's a keeper. I hope you had a kid together and got married. Oh wait, too late. Hi-oh. Alright man, go buy some cat food, you silly bitch. I mean, you great man. You legend of the fall. Um, and that is how you host a thing. Why are you laughing? What's wrong with you? Are you on Molly?
No.
About the Molly, I'm sweating. Woo!
No, I don't do drugs.
No one does drugs in public or on, court documents. No, what are you talking about? I don't know. I don't know anything.
I will
What?
say Molly to me, it was a terrible drug. I felt really sad, like just overly empathetic. And then the following day, I would
Oh, the day after is trash.
really, yeah, just
You're like, I'm just gonna mush into this couch and hope I can pass time until this goes away.
Yeah, I had a friend that would say his dad was a doctor, and so he had all these like random medications around, and we did Molly there in his house, and he was like, you have to do an antidepressant the following day.
No.
Serotonin with the Molly.
Did you say serotonin?
Yeah, he said it's serotonin that you move.
Yeah, you get a huge serotonin dump, and that's
Yeah.
what gives you like the euphoria-esque feelings. But the next day, like I forget what the word is. I should know this. I think it's gonna come to me. It's a negative feedback loop or something. where you stop producing serotonin, so you feel like garbage as soon that the come down. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's what
It's like a SSRI, selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor.
Right. SSRIs.
Or monoamine oxidase inhibitors. MAOIs.
Yeah, I remember the MAOIs or something, right?
MAOIs?
I believe so. Um,
Are you on
well,
drugs right now? Or...
I think Wellbutrin. Wellbutrin is an antidepressant, but it's also ups your, I believe it's norepinephrine.
Norepinephrine?
It's serotonin and norepinephrine re-up inhibitor.
That stuff is so weird and boring to talk about.
Wellbutrin.
I don't want to... I know, I kind of hijacked the conversation. I didn't let you get a word in. But I think I did pretty well. I mean, this is a person I don't know, and I'm like, let's see if I can carry a conversation with this stranger who's probably looking at me and like, fuck is this guy about? I'm like, what's up, my man? High five, and he's like, who? No, but blank seems pretty cool. We'll let him pick a name. He's like, you can use my last name. I'm like, I fucking will never do that.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Well, I mean, you're stuck with him now, unless you murder him or get divorced.
Yeah, no, I didn't make a rash decision. We knew each other like 6 years or 5 years prior to being married.
That's the move right there. No,
We had,
seriously,
like,
3 years is like
It's about
the measuring point. I'm looking for a better term, but 3 years is like the critical milestone.
Yeah, at least 3 years.
3 years is about, well, I don't know. I mean, how many psychology degrees do you have? E to the B.
I have the psychology degree from Jordan Peterson and BenShapiro.com.
Oh my days. I was like, yo, if things start going really hairy, I'm like, just start talking about comedy and podcasts, and we'll just put everyone to snooze festivals. And be like,
No, I mean, I think with relationships, it's hard. Like, people think the relationship is about, like, I heard a friend tell me the other day, he was like, I'm dating
three seconds. Sternberg's triangular theory. Have you ever heard of it?
Sternberg, no.
Alright. I don't remember all of the three things, but it's a triangular theory of love. You need compassion, commitment, and... Fuck, I'm dropping the third one. I had it a minute ago. Yo, young Jamie, can you Google that, please? Or is he buying cat food?
Oh, yeah, he's buying cat food. Gotcha.
So he can have phone sex while he's in the pet store? Consummate love, the thing is consummate love. It's where you have commitment, passion, and, I don't know, compatibility, security. I'm not looking it up because it's not worth the time. But anyway, the thing is, like, love will take you 3 years. And then after that, you have to decide, you're like, do we want to keep doing this? And then you guys are like, yeah, this works for me, it works for you. Bang, there you go.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I mean,
Well, congratulations. I'm happy to hear that. I'm glad someone made it out of the wreckage.
yeah, I mean, love, that's the thing. Like, love is going to change. It's not always going to be like there was someone on Joe Rogan. I can't believe I forgot his name. But if you look up Joe Rogan, love does not exist. You'll see this one guy.
Don't tell me it's Jordan Peterson.
No, it's not. But
You know who he is. I'm not even going to question that.
he said a weird thing that he was like, love doesn't exist. You said love is actually just this thing, like...
It's a hormonal chemical reaction.
Right, that we feel towards each other to make babies. When we find someone that would be there are genes...
No, I so disagree with... Oh, I didn't mean to cut you off, I'm sorry. But I really disagree with that. I'm listening to what you... repeat what they said, but my mind is just like, alright. And I'm like, I didn't mean to interject, but go ahead.
That's the theory that
bro, like old people who are 67 years old and 69 years old, hey-o, they don't have hormonal attractions with pheromones and stuff. They love each other because they're comfortable, they trust each other, and they've been doing this, and they have children and grandchildren, you know? So it's like, that's what I'm saying. 3 years is... The hormones and all that will only take you so far. Please, go back to what you were saying.
Hold on 1 second. I gotta type in an address because we're taking hot sauce to a friend.
Remember I don't know if you just spoke Korean because I didn't hear a word you said, but that's fine. I think you need a break.
I gotta type in an address. Give me a sec.
Yeah, you're good.
And young Jamie's back in the car.
Young Jamie!
Young Jamie?
Do you know who that is? He knows who that is, yes? Oh my god, I gotta move the phone away. Young Jamie! I thought you were the producer of this program.
I do sometimes.
No, he doesn't know who young Jamie is. He doesn't watch it.
He doesn't know who young Jamie is. The levels of disrespect are gonna follow you wherever you go, Mr. Blank Blank. Yeah, I'm gonna call you Mr. Cat Food until we get a better alias or something.
That's good with me.
Alright, Mr. Pussy. Hello! I want to get your feedback if this ever sees the light of day, because you'll be like, I understand why you do this thing that was seemingly incredibly stupid. But it's like, there's some good chatter in here. Like, thoughts just bubble up organically. And...
young Jamie was looking at movies. What is that movie? Home Alone.
Home Alone? What? That's a hard left turn for a segue there. E to the B.
It's another...
That's a John Holmes movie. Don't tell me you're watching it while you drive your car off the freeway.
No. I guess there's another Home Alone sequel on Disney Plus.
There are two. There's only two. The rest of them don't have Kevin McAllister. It's some trash-ass kid. There's only two.
There's only two.
See, this guy... Fucking...
Oh, did you watch SNL with Macaulay Culkin's brother, Kieran Culkin?
I don't think I care for that immediately. I'm just gonna be like, no. Your name is Kieran Culkin? That's one strike against you. I don't care.
Now the Liam Neeson SNL.
Oh, yeah.
Liam Neeson, if he didn't have a fucking... I don't even know his background, but Liam Neeson, it sounds like a UFC mood. It's like, he came with a flying Liam Neeson and knocked him out in 2 seconds flat.
Liam Neeson, you don't know who he is? Take it.
I know exactly who he is. The Gray?
Hey, come on.
Oh, he thought he was UFC.
No, he said it sounds like it could be a UFC movie.
Oh,
Alright. Yeah, exactly. Like Flying Superman, Christopher Reeves. Yeah, I'm gonna call you Liam Neeson, because it's easier. Yeah, Liam Neeson. Tell me some great movies you've seen recently. Have you seen The Gentleman?
Of course, I love Guy Ritchie.
Oh, I seen Rock and Rolla, like, in theaters, and I'm like, this was not great. I felt the same way about No Country for Old Men. I'm like, this is still not great. Thank God I didn't dose myself on LSD before I did that, because I would have climbed to the screen and punched the death out of it. And be like, Javier Bardem, flip the coin, asshole. What This is the most slow-moving, no music, boring goddamn movie I've ever seen in my fucking life. But then when you watch it on TV, half smashed in the bag, and you're like, okay. Same thing with Fargo. They're both Coen Brothers movies. But if you like movies, motherfucker, I was made aware that you might be, a film connoisseur.
I would consider myself a film connoisseur, yes, sir.
Oh, bitch. No, you don't. All right, let's start going shot for shot. What are you gonna say is a great film?
Well, that I've seen recently, or just a movie that at the top of my head?
I'll say The Gentleman. Bang. You can't say that. Next, you go.
I got another Guy Ritchie film for you that came out earlier this year. It's called Wrath of Man.
I am unaware of that, but
Yeah,
okay.
It's one of his more serious movies, but damn, it was good.
All right, you're putting high standards and expectations on that. Now, I'm gonna have to try and dock that. But Snatch.
Of course, I've seen Snatch. It's a great movie. I got a movie for you. Guy Ritchie produced it, but he didn't direct or write it. But it's called Lampoon.
Lampoon? What?
Layer Cake.
Layered cake?
Layer. Layer.
Oh.
Yeah, like a wedding cake, layered cake.
Layer Cake.
Sounds horrific.
It was Daniel Craig before he was Bond. It's a British gangster movie.
Is that the same fool who did that movie 4 Rooms or 4 Floors?
No, 4 Rooms. Quentin Tarantino wrote that movie.
No, I don't think that's true.
Oh, but it is. He wrote the movie. And
Young
then
Jamie. Can we pull that up? I don't know if that's true. I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't think so, man. I really don't. It could be.
So Quentin Tarantino wrote.
You know what's funny? I was just watching Reservoir Dogs like 4 hours ago. So.
Showed Beth that for the first time like 2 months ago. She had never seen it before.
Yes!
Mr. Pink and Mr. Blue. Good. Now you're doing your good job.
Oh, I know Pulp Fiction was awesome. It's one of the greatest movies of all time.
And then I could
All right. Hold on. We're gonna test your metal right now, my son.
Test my metal.
What's the first Quentin movie?
The first Quentin movie?
Mm-hmm.
No?
Well, his first written and directed movie was Reservoir Dogs that he did on his own.
Yes. Thank you so much. Praise Jesus. Hello.
The first movie his very first movie he wrote and he sold the script, and that's called True Romance.
Oh, I just broke the speaker. You know who directed that, don't you? T.S.?
Who directed that?
Oh, no.
No, it's at the tip of my tongue.
Don't let me down now. Come on, don't let me down now. He has a brother, is your hint, who also directs movies.
Say it again?
He has a brother who also directs movies.
Tony Scott. There we go.
My blank.
And Tony Scott, rest in peace. Another. Well, not all his movies were great, unfortunately, but Man on Fire and True Romance are fucking dope. And then he.
You forgot Enemy of the State.
Oh, Enemy of the State with Will Smith. Yes.
That's one of my all-time top 10s. Like,
hey, Tony Scott was great, and then he did that bullshit-ass movie Domino. That movie fucking sucked.
I think Ridley Scott did Deja Vu, also with Denzel.
Oh, that was Tony Scott.
Was it?
Yeah, Tony Scott did all those.
Yeah, they have ever since like Man on Fire. He had the weird like direction. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. He had like the weird like blurred and like epileptic inducing cutscenes. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
He slightly did it in Enemy of the State, but it was barely noticeable because he didn't do it. He didn't do it
In the intro, they do. In the intro, they do, but
Yeah, they do.
But that's such a great film. So happy I got to see that in theater.
Nobody's heard. Have you seen it, babe?
No.
Oh, we're watching it.
See? You see what I did, Elizabeth?
So I told you I'd pass the medal.
Oh, by the way, no, hold on. By the way, I call Elizabeth as like a term of endearment to the person who I pretty much know as well as I do you right now. So don't feel like I'm trying to be offensive or anything. It's a joke. Like, when my friends come through, I'm like, what are you doing, scumbag? What are you up to, asshole? You know what I mean? That's just an East Coasty thing, so...
Oh, I'm the same way, so don't worry.
Yeah, it's like, faggot! Pick up your phone! What are you doing? Come on, come through. But, yeah. Tony Scott, Enemy of the State. Oh, here... Do you like music composers?
I do. Hans Zimmer is one of my favorites.
Oh! N-I-G-G, blank, blank, blank. Who's that guy? Who stole your blank, blank? Trevor Rabin. Trevor Rabin?
Oh, yeah, Trevor Rabin.
He does Enemy of the State. Hans Zimmer does The Rock. He does Metal Gear Solid.
The Thin Red Line.
He is the GOAT, in my opinion.
Inception, Interstellar.
Hans Zimmer, bro, I would give him a blowjob right now. No, I wouldn't. But, no, he is probably the greatest when it comes to movie composers.
Oh, for sure.
Do you know of Metal Gear Solid?
Dude, the first Metal Gear Solid is still my...
Oh my god! Elizabeth, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to hang out with this guy more than you, because he's way cooler than you are. 1998, Harry Gregson Williams and Tappy. Da 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 da.
Oh yeah, Psycho Mantis was one of the greatest films of all time.
The fucking thing that makes me remember, it's so memorable, is like, you have to take your controller from the PlayStation port for controller 1 and put it in the 2, and he's like, no, fuck, how come I can't read his mind? And I'm like, that's physically interacting with a digital medium. And I'm like, this is fucking brilliant on... No one's ever... It's one of the best moments in gaming history.
Oh, for sure.
And if it wasn't for gaming, I wouldn't know Johnny the Monkey, or you, or E to the B, a.k.a. lovingly referred to as the Elizabeth. But yeah, like, my favorite game, probably MGS3, man.
The third one, really? Snake
You
Eater?
look at me like I'm crazy. You're like, the third one? Really, Nathan? What?
I mean,
Yo, MGS1 changed my life. MGS3 changed my life. The second one?
the second one was alright. I mean,
It wasn't.
The first one, when it comes to story and
Dude, it's amazing. It just worked your brain.
fuck yeah.
The genome soldiers, we've isolated 168 soldier genes.
Yeah.
Dude, it was so ahead of its time. It reminds me of like I'm gonna flip a coin. This is the toss up. You probably know of Ghost in the Shell.
Oh, of course.
All right, let's go, dude. That's a 1994 movie.
Yeah.
How fucking far ahead of its time was that?
The game came out in 1996.
I never played the game, bro. The original film.
It's been a minute since I've seen it, but yeah, I mean, I saw this shit when I was a kid.
Yeah, that's a world beater. And I'm sorry, that's like prophetic.
I didn't even bother with the remake, the Scarlett Johansson one. I didn't even bother with that one.
I watched it in theaters with me and one friend, and we went to like the very last showing possible, and we went drunk as a motherfucker. I don't remember. I didn't drive, so whatever. There was 3 people in the theater, and we sat in the back like smoking a joint, just holding the doors closed, and there was one like Asian dude just jerking off in the front row, and I'm like, well, this is special. It was literally 3 people at the last showing on blank, blank, blank. But, yeah.
That's nasty.
No, I'm like, is this fucking German? Yeah, he was like Scarlett Johansson in a meat suit. And I'm like, Jesus, fuck, man. I was sitting there like, just like, clear, chink, and sinks. Let's go. And I was like, hey, man, you want to fucking stop doing that? There was literally 3 people in the theater. It was tremendous.
What was your opinion on it? Did you like the movie?
I liked the fact that it was a lot of fan service. You know what that means, right?
Yes, of course.
There was a lot of shot-for-shot remakes, like when she kicks the invisible dude in the water.
Yeah.
And I didn't like the Sigourney Weaver-esque French lady too much, but... And I didn't like fucking... Who's the guy from Boardwalk Empire? It was something Pitt, I think.
Michael Pitt?
Yeah, it's not Brad Pitt. Michael Pitt sounds about right.
The dude who looks like a pedophile, yeah.
And he's like, you coming to talk to me. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You kind of destroyed a classic here. I appreciate getting the reboot and the love, but I'm like, this is not needed, you know?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Elizabeth. This guy's cooler than you are. You're gonna be on in a minute if you're allowed to, unless he throws you into a wall or something.
He just might. Oh my god, look at those Christmas lights.
Nice.
Anyway, go on. What are you saying?
Oh, yeah. The fuck was I saying? I lost
Metal Gear. Not Metal Gear Solid. Ghost in the Shell. What I think of the ScarJo remake. And the Michael Pitt character. That I wasn't a fan of the Michael Pitt character.
I'm just not really a fan of him, period. Because he's just, I don't know, he just comes off as a fucking rapist to me. I just, it's the way he looks.
Alright, what?
With that slick ass hair and just those oversized lips,
You wouldn't let him babysit your kid.
Fuck no.
No. I went downstairs and someone in the family was like, you gotta watch this. 2 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Johnny the Monkey, this is the perfect segue. As you just said, he looks like a pedophile. They're like, pedophiles are no longer pedophiles. They're minor attracted people.
Oh god.
I just saw that.
You just saw that? And I was like, I am saving this for the Prax because it has to be like out of the holster reactions. I don't want someone to give me their thoughts and have a real conversation and then play it back and try and like recreate it. So I'm like, no, we're saving this one.
Absolutely.
So I saw this and I'm like, oh my fucking god. I'm like, you know how many countries are laughing at us right now?
Probably every single one of them.
And then like the woke insanity has gone too far. And I'm like, you can't even call anybody woke anymore because that's like a term like racist. And it's like, you might as well just call him a nigger if you're going to call him woke. And I'm like, damn, guys. What the hell? What are we doing?
Everybody's just a sensitive bitch these days. I can't.
Dude, there's nobody has any tough skin. This is why I don't include anybody's fucking names on this shit. Because this is real talk. This ain't real time with Bill Maher. This is real talk with real people who have real fucking opinions. From different ages, faces, races, and all that dumb shit. So, that's the whole point of the Prax. And that's why I think this has been good so far. We're about to hit 40 minutes. Hey, yo. Yeah. You got some words? Because I'm like, I think I need to grab an adult beverage for this. Because we should definitely continue this. Unless you guys are done buying cat food. Do you want to go buy some dog food? Because that's heroin. Can you buy me some heroin?
If I had a dog, yeah. Hang on real quick. I gotta say hi to somebody. Hang on real quick.
You got it.
How are you doing? Yeah? No, did not.
All right. Pausing for part 1.